Yo, what's going on YouTube? It is your boy SG Primo coming back at y'all with another video right quick, man. Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all from the beginning. This is a rant video. This video is gonna take a little longer than usual. But it's a lot of things I'm gonna be talking about in here that I just think it's a lot of people that play the game need to hear, man. Because, oh man, y'all look. So look, some of y'all, if anybody remembers, probably one of my biggest videos last year on 2K19 was a shot creator rant that I made because for a better part of the year, people were talking about how overpowered and how crazy shot creators were and how you were trash if you used one and all this different kind of stuff. And I basically let out a video letting people know, first of all, everybody doesn't play the same way. Or I'll say all guards, because guards are what people want to talk the most. All guards did not play the same way. And so the reasoning behind this rant video is almost the same, because this year so many guards play this game one of two ways. They either run behind screens back and forth until they get a shot up. You know, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until they get open. And they consider themselves comp for that. You see the people we're playing against right now. They're all elites and they're all the legend. I guarantee you these are people with extremely high win percentages and they consider themselves comp. I'm playing with two superstar 2s, a superstar 1, and an all-star. We win this game. Not only do we win this game, but by halftime, we are blowing them out. I am on a point power forward, 6'9". I only get 6 defensive badges, 8 shooting badges, like 6 or 8 slashing badges, and then 21 playmaking. I don't get a lot of badges on this character. He's not meant to do much other than playmaking. But you know the kind of people we're playing against? Those people that consider themselves comp because they try to cheese the game. This center right here is a bum. And this guard right here is a bum. And I'm blaming it on them two specifically because for the good almost the whole game, basically all you're going to see every single play is the guard is going to come down the court, the center is going to try to set a screen. You see right now I'm trying to like push the center away from being able to set a screen. But eventually after a while I just start letting him set the screens on purpose. And the reason why is because I have a little method I use in my career. I don't know if y'all use it, but in my career, whenever they set a screen, if you just run to the other side, like for example, if you're a power forward or you're a big man and you run to the other side of the person that's getting screened and cut the ball handler off and reach, and you'll see me do it plenty of times. You have to come all the way to basically be right on side of the dribbler and you can cut them off. I think I missed this shot right here. But you can cut them off and steal the ball or at least make them pick up their dribble. That's how easy it is to play defense on this cheesy shit. But a lot of people don't know that. Most centers or power forwards are just going to sit there and let their guard get pummeled by the screens and then come out and give a late contest on a 3 that's most likely going to be green when you're playing against niggas like this. But the point of me showing y'all this right here is showing y'all, first of all, you're not good for doing this cheesy ass, I don't even know what you want to call it, but like all of y'all do this. A lot of it, almost all the people that consider themselves comp do this, and this is the reason why I like playing rec more than park, because if you play park, you already know this is what you run into 90% of the time, I would say. About 90% of the time, if you're playing park, these are the kind of people that you're going to run into and be playing all the time. And it's irritating for two reasons. For one, it's not even fun playing you because, first of all, you're not good. I don't care if he was able to get around that screen and shoot 17 for 17, greening every single three that he shot. He's still not good. Why? Because I guarantee you his build has like a 80 or 90 something ball handling, a 80 or 90 something 3-point shot. His character is more than capable of being able to get around on his own and create his own shot, but instead he has to rely on screens for his offense. And when he doesn't get his screens, or the screens don't work out the way he wants them to work out, look at what happens. I don't think a lot of y'all think about this, but if you are one of the people that use screens, you really don't have no business making anybody that even has a playmaking, any piece of playmaking on them. None. Because you're basically going to be a spot up shooter. That's what you're playing as. You're running around the screen until you're wide open and your man cannot play defense on you. And then you're shooting the ball. You're basically a spot up shooter. That's basically all you're doing. If all you want to do is come down the court and dribble left and right behind screens until you get open to shoot, you're just a spot up shooter. There's no reason for you to have all these other attributes on your player. Really no point in you even being a guard. You can go make you a stretch and just stand somewhere and shoot, since that's how the hell you want to play the whole time. And I don't care what none of y'all that play like this want to say about it. I don't care how mad y'all get about it. Because guess what? If it's not true, prove it. Stop playing like that and watch what happens. Don't use screens when you're in the park. See how high your win percentage stays. See how high your win percentage in the rec stays when you don't use screens. These niggas had the nerve to try and be cheesy and run a zone too. You know what happened? It didn't work because their center's dumb. Every time we came down on offense, I was either on the left wing or the right wing, overloading one side based on however many shooters I had on my team and which side they were on, because I think just about everybody on my team could shoot. So I would just get on the side that had the most shooters, and it broke their zone every time because their big man had to be forced to come get me and nobody could be in the paint. And if they were smart, they would have either switched up the zone or they would have left the paint open and just let us get twos. Instead, they kept playing out, trying to almost help double, because they had no choice but to damn near double team every time somebody drove, since the center couldn't come out all the way. And every time they did that, we kicked it to somebody and they got an open 3-pointer. That's how we ended up getting so far ahead. See, look at him. Where's the center? Nowhere to be found. It's probably, if I was playing with a different team, I probably would have had way more points. They didn't really trust my shooting ability like that because I think I didn't start out shooting too well. But put a stretch or something like that at my position. They could have dropped 40 or 50 points because these guys don't know what they're doing on defense. And then they come down on offense, and I swear to you, for like the whole first half, they are trying to run that same screenplay the entire time. That's the reason why they're getting blown out, and they stay getting blown out until like the third quarter. They tried to run that same thing all game. So I need y'all to understand, if you play like this, you're not good. I don't care what you say. Even if you want to say, there's no excuse you can use. But even if you wanted to say, well, people use screens in real life, please show me one clip of an NBA game where somebody is setting screens Let me see a time when Kyrie Irving or Steph Curry has come down the court, ran back and forth behind the same person over and over and over again until their man got snatched into an animation and they were left wide open to shoot a three. Curry will probably be the only player that you could find that might have a play even similar to that. I guarantee you it's not going to be exactly like that, but it may be a little similar. But first of all, y'all niggas ain't Curry. Second of all, half of y'all get open off the screen and then still don't even make the shot. These niggas probably could have won if this dude was at least able to make his shots when he was left open off the screen. But he out here whiting with his meter off and couldn't even make sure he hit all the shots that he did get open. And look at him. I believe that one right there is the legend. He did the same thing, trying to rely on the screen, and I cut him off the same way I cut the other dude off. I understand they're going to get a lot of twos in this gameplay, but I don't really care about the twos that they're taking or getting. If you're playing against people that know how to play the game decently, they're going to score on almost every position down. So you got to understand that sometimes they're just going to get twos. That's just going to happen. Where a lot of y'all mess up is y'all try to stop them from getting the two and completely disregard the fact that they could get a three if you leave certain people open, which is basically what they were doing. And it causes you to lose. And another thing that shows about y'all is y'all have no basketball IQ. I hoop in real life. Eventually, I'm going to start showing that. That's going to be a video, probably not sometime soon, but eventually, I'm going to have some IRL videos of me hooping. I hoop in real life. I've played on teams and all that. I understand and know how you're supposed to play. So, I have a different understanding of what I'm doing when I'm playing this game. That's how I knew how to defend this dude that kept running behind screens. Because what I did, that little running up and just cutting them off on the other side, that's the same thing damn near any high school, college team is going to tell you to do. Especially if you got a bad ball handler on the other team. It's not that hard. It's regular basketball IQ, and it worked. And in his position, the smartest thing to do would have been, as soon as I cut him off, throw it to the big man, since he's now going to have switched. Give him a good bounce pass, probably more likely a lob pass, so that the guard can't steal it, because this point guard on our team stole the ball a lot of times when dude was dumping it down to the big. So throw a little lob pass so the point guard can't catch it, and that's an easy dunk for the big man. If they would have did that every play, they probably would have won this game. But they didn't start doing it till around the third or fourth quarter, because they have no basketball IQ. So you have no skill. You have no IQ. You have no idea what you're doing. But you got a high win percentage. And you're an Elite 2, Elite 3, or a legend. Because you do know, better than anything else, how to cheese on the game. Now, y'all understand something. I can talk shit about y'all. All of y'all. And the reason why I'm humble when it comes to this 2K shit, because I don't play this game the way a lot of y'all play it. I play it for fun. That's the reason why I'm still a superstar 2 and all that. I play with randoms. I come into the rec with these people I'm playing with right now in the rec. Believe it or not, these are randoms I'm playing with. I don't have none of these dudes on my friends list. I don't know none of these dudes. We wasn't on our mics. I didn't hop in game chat probably to the end of the game, and that was just to tell them, Or when I was getting ready to tell one of the dudes to stop shooting, but I ended up not even saying anything. But I don't know these dudes because I don't play this game in a serious matter like that. I don't even play the game hard enough to want to run screens and things like that. Because one thing about me, bruh, I ain't gonna talk shit to you. But if I catch you talking shit, I'ma talk shit. But here's the thing. I can talk shit with the way I play. I don't use screens. I don't come down the court and left right the whole time. I don't follow everybody else and make a shooting glass lock, a paint beast, an offensive threat, a two-way slashing playmaker, perimeter lock, rebounding wing. You know, all the regular stuff you hear of. This player I'm on is a point power forward. How many people have you seen with a point power forward? How many videos have you seen of point power forwards? You don't see a lot of these. And they're not considered cheesy or anything like that because they don't get damn near all their stats in the high 70s and high 80s like a lot of builds do. So a lot of people sleep on builds like this, but these are the kind of builds I make, and not only do I make them, but I'm damn good using them too. My play style can go with any type of build that I make because I'm not making the build based on what somebody on YouTube is telling me to do. Except for, I'm not gonna lie, except for with the two-way three-point shot creator, and that's only because I wanted that specific name. So of course, yes, I did have to go through and make it the exact way somebody on YouTube showed it. I gave nigga a shout out and everything in the video when I was showing other people how to make it, but I wanted a shot creator. In 2K17, I was a shot creator. 18, I had a playmaking shot and a sharp shot. Which in 18, the playmaking shot was so easy. That was the only reason I even came up with the sharp shooting shot creator. Because the playmaker shot creator was too easy. Now, I'm not going to lie. The sharp shooting shot creator was even easier, but only because it could shoot threes pretty well. But I still wasn't coming down the court. You know, the snatch back and all that was crazy in 2K18. I wasn't coming back snatch backing people all the time. I did my little dribble moves to get past half court, and then I just pulled up on your ass. That's it. 2K19. Sharp shooting shot creator from the beginning of the year. To this day, that nigga is still cold. And he messed around and got unlimited boosts and unlimited Gatorade on him. I could take my shot creator, my sharp shooting shot creator to the court right now on 2K19 and still run people off the court. I do it every now and then. In fact, it's probably going to, you know what? Yeah, that's going to be a video. Might mess around and be my next video. Because I can hop on 2K19 on my little sharp shot and still run the game. But point is, yes, I did copy somebody to make this right here. But one thing I don't do is when I do copy, if anything, I'll only ever copy how people make a build. But you'll never catch me go through and play the same way that they play. Ever. Because I go through and I play in my own way. I create my own shot. I create for my teammates. I'm not going to say I can stop everybody perfectly on defense. But I do what I can on defense. And that's one of the reasons I like playing in the rec. Because that cheesy stuff is a lot easier to stop in the rec. A lot of times in that 3v3 stuff, if you got one teammate off or something like that, you know you're basically done. But on here, it's different. In the rec, it's different. I can try to carry a little bit easier in the rec. But I want y'all to understand, I haven't been, like, my point in this whole video isn't even really on my skill. Because, like I said, I am good at the game. I'm not going to lie. I'm good at the game. But I don't care about the game like that. So what's ridiculous to me is that there are people who care enough about the game, but they still don't use that care to actually be good. They're caring about the game and tryharding by running around screens and stuff like that. Like, you're still not good for that. If you care about the game so much, be like Steezo or G-Man. Do you know what them niggas do when they on the court? They come down in ISO. See, that's the one thing, that's the one version of ISO, and that's the one gameplay that's commonly used that I can actually respect. And, well, not commonly used, but that's the one I can respect. Because they can come down the court and do moves that they have practiced in their my court for countless hours. Come down, do those moves to perfection, and usually they're going to score. Regardless, one way or another, they're going to score, or they're going to dish it out to whoever they got in one of the corners. That gameplay I can respect because they're not doing anything. I mean, some people may consider it cheesy. And I mean, technically, it might be a little cheesy. But I have respect for it because it takes work. They don't go find one move and come spam that move over and over again. They're not running behind screens. They're not just rim running by baseline or hop stepping all game. They can hit you with basically whatever they want to. Now, if they're not using screens, sometimes you can stop them. You got you a player with Hall of Fame clamps or something like that. Sometimes you can stop them. But they're pretty good, though. And consistent. Like I said, it's a lot of y'all that do this cheese and stuff, and y'all don't even be consistent with it. How is it you running behind screens all game, and you still going 3 for 8? You still missing wide open shots even when you do get the screen. Your center is knocking niggas out. The fact that I can run into a center and fall flat on my back, you could be open and you still wipe the 3 and miss? You playing this hard to be out here missing. That's what a lot of y'all are telling me, and it's ridiculous. And some of y'all got the nerve to even go in the game chat or send somebody a message and talk trash afterward. You make yourself look stupid. Because you know what you're doing. You basically a spot up shooter. That's all you are. You're basically either a pure slasher or a spot up sharpshooter, because you're either running behind your big man until you get wide open, standing still, and then just shoot the ball, spot up shooter, or you're running behind the big man or left righting at the top, which is the type of ISO I don't mess with. You just left right at the top of the key until you get the right ankle breaker animation or something, and then you run in, do a hop step, and dunk it. If those are going to be your play styles, you might as well make a pure shooter or a pure dunker. You don't have no business having any type of dribble moves over, or ball control over a 70 if that's going to be what you come down the court and do every time. Doesn't make sense. So yeah, just, basically, it's a lot of y'all that are trash, man. And one of the reasons I decided to make this rant now is because Some of y'all have probably seen it. There's been this viral clip of a little virtual basketball game or whatever, and people have said it could possibly be what basketball could look like on next gen. But basically, from what I'm seeing, everybody is saying it's just a regular current gen game that's used for betting or something like that. Point about it is, the gameplay on it is extremely realistic, but it's very slow. And people were saying that they would rather the game be like that because all guards like to just hop on the game. Or no, they were saying everybody likes to hop on the game and just cheese. And then somebody else, a comment that I responded to on Twitter, and I'll probably throw it up if I can remember to, said that what did he say? He said it's guards that do that in the community. He was saying it's not everybody, it's just guards, because they're the ones that complain about something every year and decide to do this kind of stuff. And I got on there and I said, look, that's some guards, because I've been playing since 2K17 and I don't play like that. I play way better than that without being cheesy. And I don't complain either. Every year when they change some stuff, I might not be as excited about it as I was for something else. But I don't ever really complain or care because I know 2K is the only basketball game I got, so I'm going to play it anyway. So I play it, I get good at it in my own way. And that's it. So if I can do that, and I have friends and play with other people that can do that, it's just that so much of the community is full of people that just glitch and cheese or use OP builds and stuff to go through and try to be good every year and still turn out to be trash. So I just want to let y'all know y'all suck. That's all. Other than that though, oh, also, this kind of goes to show you that, don't run from people just because they're a higher rep. Because if I could do this to some elites and legends, like, honestly, in my opinion, if you're an elite or a legend, I'm questioning whether you're good at the game already. Because a lot of the people at that overall really aren't good. But we're not going to get into it. Y'all understand now, a lot of y'all are trash. If this doesn't concern you, then you don't have no reason to be mad or say nothing. If you say something and you're mad about it and you trying to make an argument, then we basically know that you're one of the people that do this and you're probably trash. Other than that, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe and hit the post notifications to get this 2K21 information that'll be coming out over the next few weeks. I'll let the rest of the gameplay finish out. It's only the last few 18 seconds or so. And understand that I wasn't saying this was perfect gameplay by me or anything like that. I could have had way more points, assists, steals, all that kind of stuff, but this was more to show my basketball IQ and what most people's basketball IQ is. Because a lot of y'all don't play like this. A lot of y'all don't know to play like this. But y'all get the point, man. So once again, I appreciate y'all for watching. And I'll catch y'all on the next one.